Tiberius, that the assembled court may know your worth, we would hear from a member of each of the orders.
Is there here a knight of Caid who will speak on behalf of this candidate?
Aye. When he first approached me, it was really weird because the first thing he said is, I really want to be your man-at-arms, but you wouldn't mind if they make me a pelican first. I got no problem with that. My knight's like the first triple tier of Calatier, so I'm all ready to teach you how to be a player. But in the process of all this, I did some teaching that was not unique. And a lot of people complained, but I told him it would help him in the end. And in the process of that, it had turned him into the fighter that he is today. To stand on the field with Duke Patrick and a lot of the Dukes and still be able to cross swords and still lay stick on people, that proves that he took that teaching to heart. So I am proud that he is able to carry on the lineage of my household with the idea of fighting, and I challenge you to get better as you become a knight. This is not a time to be the end. This is a time for the beginning. And so as long as you fight, you have to improve. So that's what he has done.
Is there here a companion of the laurel who will speak on behalf of this candidate?
I will. I am Dame Brianna Janelle's Land of Blue Shadows. There are many arts practiced in the society, but none so valuable as the social arts. Hospitality, taken to the highest level, is the ability to make people not only welcome, but to make them feel valued, and more importantly, wanted and necessary. Understanding, the ability to watch people interact, reading their deeper needs and then guiding them into the forms of participation that bring them joy. Organization, providing a setting and structure that allows integration into the larger social group and still allows individuals to shine. And finally, peacemaking, the ability to analyze the social system with kindness and tolerance, reducing friction while promoting cohesion and interpersonal support. Good design is not built of homogeneous pieces, but rather taking complementary materials, arranging them with care, and then adding contrasts for energy and interest. In other words, art is knowing all the rules, and then intentionally bending and breaking them for an emotional response. Tiberius creates amazing art by mixing disparate groups and provoking the emotion of joy while forging bonds of friendship. Your Majesties, I wholeheartedly welcome him as my
Is there here a companion of the pelican who will speak on behalf of this candidate?
I would, Your Majesties. I am Mistress Murin Ingen Donovan, and I have the honor of being the Baroness in the barony that Tiberius lives in. So I'm going to give you a little anecdote about Tiberius's service. So a number of years ago, he came to his very first populace meeting because he had something he needed to get taken care of, some piece of business he wanted to see to. And at that meeting, we were looking for a marshal, and we'd been looking for quite some time, and we were at a point of, okay guys, we're just not going to have heavy fighting in Calafia anymore because we don't have a marshal. And he said, well, I can do that. How hard can it be? And then we also needed a demo coordinator. He's like, well, I could do that too. And then we also needed a social media person. And he's like, well, I'm here. So he volunteered to be an officer at the meeting he first attended, his very first time. And that was a summary of his participation in our barony. He's filled officer roles. He's served as the Iron Brigade commander and made that brigade bloom and grow in ways we haven't seen in years and years. He takes phone calls at 3 o'clock in the morning about things that are absolutely not his fault, but someone panicked and they called him, and he took care of the problem. He brings joy, he makes opportunities he builds friendships, he knows people all over this entire kingdom, society, everywhere. All of my siblings who've never been to an SCA event know what raw space means. So there is a certain quality that Tiberius brings in his service and leadership, in his skill and valor, in his honor and chivalry, that we are blessed to have, and this kingdom and society would be a weaker place without him. And I cannot commend him to you highly enough. Thank you for everything.
Is there here a companion of defense who will speak on behalf of this candidate?
I will, your majesties. Master Oliver Dogberry. I've known Ross pretty much since the day he started coming in. Almost 6 years ago, he came to us going down a different path, and wanted to go that way. And I asked him a question at that time that would define his character in part. And at that time, he was quaking from understanding what this question was. I thought I had broke him. But he persevered and continued on. And I have watched him grow since then. And I have watched him become. I have seen him answer that question, not by words, but by deeds. And I have seen his character grow. Ross, it is often said that you can tell a person's character and worth by the reflections of the eyes that are around them, watching them. Look around and see the people who is right. See your worth. I cannot recommend him. Come see me tonight.
Is there here a companion of the rose who will speak on behalf of this candidate?
I will, your majesties. I'm Contessa Luciana Di Carlo. I am the lady of Tiberius's knight, Duke Timiki. And the day I met Tiberius is a day I will never forget. It was at a fighter practice that the young fighter approached a knight and asked for a fight, as fighters do. And that knight was Duke Timiki. So they agreed, they donned their helms and took the field. Timiki took his stance, and Tiberius took his stance before the great bull elephant, Chocolate Thunder. Literally shaking in his boots. Apparently expecting to be licked rather handily, which he was. But what impressed me that day was not the prowess of a new fighter. It was courage. He obviously had some concerns about the outcome of that fight, and he went through with it anyway. He came back again and again. He showed courage and perseverance, and always with a smile on his face. He came back so often that he eventually became Timiki's squire, and became active throughout the barony, the kingdom, and even on society level. He has faced much diversity in his education in the SCA, but always with the assuring us that everything will be fine. It will all work out. He always wants to welcome people in. He always does it with a smile on his face, with encouragement and enthusiasm and excitement. And he never seems to tire. Your Majesty, he is a
Tiberius, well pleased with your prowess on the field and your gentle conduct at all times, responsive to the wishes of your peers, we are minded to create you a knight. Will you accept from us this honor and these badges of your ability and knighthood, and will you swear fealty to this, our crown and throne, in all matters concerning this realm?
I will, your majesty.
Let the scroll be read.
Hear now the words of Wilhelm and Syra, king and queen of the most sovereign realm of Caid. Far and wide has the word fame of our subject, Tiberius Finn, spread. Well known is he for his joyous camaraderie of spirit, his strength and valor upon the battlefield, and his chivalry and unstained honor in the tournament. For these reasons, and after consultation with his peers of arms, we do hereby elevate him to the rank of Knight of the Society for Creative Anachronism. Furthermore, we do affirm by these letters patent his exclusive right to bear the arms, or a raven rising to sinister, sustaining a mug, bendwise sinister sable, between two flaunches ghouls. This we have done on the 23rd day of June, in the year of our Lord 2018, which is year 53 of our society. In witness whereof we have set our hand and affixed the great seal of Caid. So also does Crescent Herald attest by seal and signature to the validity of the name and armory herein. The scroll was executed by her ladyship Astrid Skalfena, the scribe Armorius.
Hold it high.
Hold it up.
Let the candidate be vested with the spurs.
The spurs are a symbol of the knight's vow to guard the honor of the knightly order, to keep faith, to speak the truth, to live for honor and not reward. May they never be hacked off in shame and degradation.
Let the candidate's sword be brought forward.
Sharp.
And now property of the kingdom.
The king says,
Remain forever worthy of this sword, Tiberius, and remember that the sword has two edges, justice and mercy.
Be mindful that the knight guides not only by his word, but by the example that he sets for others. Continue to live by the code of chivalry, to protect the weak and defenseless, to respect and defend the honor of ladies, and to teach these values to others that may seek the true standard of knighthood.
With what sword do you wish to be knighted? Sword of Caid, very well.
Bring forth the great sword of state!
I'm going to do something. I would like both of you to put your hand on my shoulder. Hold my beer. Polygon sends his regards. Let this be the last blow you receive unanswered.
Yeah, girl.